I am not in any political party. I just saw the truth and I move with the truth. Aisha Yusuf. I am not in Labour Party. P2B is just the right man. I saw P2B and I know he is the best among all. That is why I decided to support him. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are all over the world. Just like I used to say, this is Marvin Freedom TV. If this is the first time you are coming across our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so you can be getting it each time we give it to you the way it is. Today, we are going to talk about our sister, a true Nigerian, a lady who want the best for the country. She was asked why she went to Labour Party, and she said, I am not in any party. I am not a partisan. I just saw the right man and I support the right man. Nigeria is crumbling and I saw the man who is coming to rescue the country, and his name is Peter Obi. That is why I decide to support him. I am not in Labour Party. Just like what happened the last time, I supported Obi Kwesley because I saw her to be the savior. This time around, I am supporting Peter Obi because I saw a lot in him. Let me not talk much. I want you to hear from the lady herself. And if this is the first time you are coming across our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell. Just like I said, this is Marvin Freedom TV. We give it to you the way it is. Please hear it from the Iron Lady.
And in the process of doing that, I'm wondering whether someone like yourself is directly linked as a member to any political party, or whether you remain independent, because obviously you'd be very vocal in your support for P2B. Has that meant that you are now a member of the Labour Party?
No, absolutely not. I'm not a member of any political party. I've never been a member of any political party. So I bet Peter Obi is my candidate. Just like in 2019, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili was also my candidate, and I was in her campaign team, but I wasn't a member of party. For me, it's a good thing to be. It's not as if it's not a good thing for people to be, but I don't want that restriction. I don't want to be sort of like partisan attached to a particular party. All I'm interested in is good governance, accountability, and transparency. And for me, it's vote candidates, not parties. And wherever a candidate comes from in all of the position, I'm going to look at who is the best for that position, irrespective of whatever party they come from. I'm not loyal to any party or anybody. I'm loyal to Nigeria. For me, that's it. And if Peter Obi gets into office and he does anyhow, you go see anyhow. We no send.
Yeah, I bet he
would. You
would.
go see anyhow.
But there are, of course, 17 other presidential candidates. You don't see any of them as potentially doing a good job?
No. So before it was Peter Obi, I took my time and I waited until all the primaries had been done of all the political parties, and I sat down and I weighed all the candidates, and he was the one that came tops for me for this election.
And what is it about him that comes tops for you?
So the thing about him, number one, is the empathy. Yeah, so for me, I'm after the last 8 years, I'm very particular about empathy in terms of looking at who is it that is going to be a leader or in a position, because empathy will make you want to take the people to the position that you are in, and it will make you do everything to ensure that you carry them along. So that for me, it's really something serious. And then on the issue of competence also, he's one who is down to earth, he's one who listens, and then he's one who has shown that he can face the, do I say the demon that is the Nigerian political system, look them in the eye and be able to do the things that he wants to do without fear or favor. And so that's very important. And also on the issue of cost of governance. I mean, in Nigeria today, if we really sit down and begin to cut the cost of governance, we know that a lot of the problems that we think where we have, or the monies we don't have, we will be able to get that. And I want somebody who is prudent. I want somebody who is going to come in and not just be thinking about what are they going to take off for their own, to keep for their children or their descendants that are not yet born. And there are other qualities as well that for me I've seen, and I'm like, yes, this is the candidate for me. And I'm that kind of a person that even if I'm the only one, I will be there. If I believe in something, I go all out. So I'm a passionate person. And some people think that it's something negative. For me, it isn't. If I believe in something, I'm ready to put everything, even my life, on the line for that particular thing. And if I don't believe in something, even if everybody is there, I'm not going to be there. And so that's why I'm able to respect other people who don't want to do maybe certain things that I'm doing or supporting my own candidate. They have a right the same way I have my own rights. But as it is right now, with the people that we have, it's Obi.
Yeah, but that level of passion, which is very impressive and very sort of gives you a very commanding presence. I mean, that passion, that level of passion that you bring to a particular situation and to your support of a particular individual, I mean, that same passion must be crushingly defeating if that person fails you.
No, absolutely not. Because the thing is that, and for me, and this is to every young person out there, the result is not in our control. What is in our control is our effort. And that's the reason why every day we must wake up in the morning and say, we have not done enough. Because we must not look at what has been done yesterday. Yesterday, remember, died last night. And Jim Rohn said something, that if you want to set a goal, set a big enough goal, so that in the process of achieving that goal, you become somebody worth becoming. He also said something, that if what you did yesterday is looking big to you today, that means you're not doing enough. So for me, it's all about what effort. The only way I'll be crushed is when I know that there was something I was supposed to do that I didn't do. And I didn't put in my 100%, then I will know that I failed. But the moment I do all the things that I'm supposed to do, put in my 100%, the result, I'm not focusing on the result right now. What I'm focusing on is the effort, and I call on every Nigerian out there to just focus on the effort every day. Stand up and say, what are the things that you can do them more, and wake up and say, you've not done enough, and you keep going. So for me, at the end of the day, that's it. And so what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I can do? What is it that it's in my control? That is more important than what the result is. That's how I've lived my life, even in my own personal life. Because even when I get to something where a lot of people are crushed by the results, I always look at it, and maybe now it sounds a bit arrogant. If I don't get it, I always say that, well, it wasn't good enough for me, that's why I didn't get it. That's in my own personal life, and I move on to the next thing. So I'm not beaten down because I didn't achieve certain thing, because the only thing I focus on, like I said, is that effort. That's the one we have control over. What happens on the 26th of February 2023? That's not in our control. But from now till 25th of February 2023, what happens? It's in our control, and we can put in that effort to ensure that we get the desired result that we're looking for.
That's very inspiring. But let's move away. We've just got a few minutes, and then you'll be free to go. I know you've got other things to do, and we appreciate the time you've taken to talk to us. But let's move away from all of that and talk about the practicalities of actually breaking the mold of Nigeria's reasonably well-established two-party system. Beyond social media, are you satisfied that Mr. Obi's team are putting in place the structure needed to fight a general election in Nigeria?
Before we get to Mr. Obi's team, the people's team, they're doing amazing. The young Nigerians, honestly, I'm in awe of what they're doing, and they're all over the place, in the most remote places that you can think about. They are there. There's one they call Up North for Obi. They're doing amazing, where even our own people, generally, like I say, even security agents are not going there. They are reaching the people down where they are. So that's the big thing. Another thing also, and I think somebody mentioned it a few days ago, he said, look, Peter Obi is not the third force. Peter Obi is the force. He has awakened Nigerians. He has given Nigerians hope. The last time I saw something like this was the first time I voted. That was 1993. I was 19 years old then. I mean, people came out. That's the same thing we are seeing right now. All over the place. People have taken ownership of Peter Obi, and they're doing their bit. And every one of us, like he rightly said, every one of us, we are running for president through Peter Obi. So we are ready to do our own campaigning, and that's why you see people are not waiting for money to be deployed, or like what you see with the so-called major parties, where they are waiting for the politicians, the front runner, to bring in money. But people are using their own money. They're bringing the passion. They're bringing the creativity. They're bringing their own finances. They're coming together. They're all running for president. Peter Obi is not running at all. So all over the country, in the hinterlands, they're all over there. And like, I think there's a governor, and that's my governor, who said months ago, that in every family there's an obedient. They didn't listen to him, and I think we're all saying it now, that they're all there. And the most important one is those people who aren't even saying anything, who have never voted before but are ready to vote now, the silent supporters that he has. And I can tell you that it's great, it's major, and as we go on, by the grace of God, we're going to see a major upset in Nigeria. And that's the way it's supposed to be, because what we are going to have is that citizens finally are going to take charge of their countries, not the few people who have been the one that have been establishing themselves and their stooges, and that's why they get into office and they do not work for the people. But right now, when Peter Obi gets into office, May 29th, 2023, by the grace of God, he will know that it was Nigerians that put him there, and he has any business other than working for Nigerians.
And do you feel yourself personally, you have a track record, you have a lot of admirers in this country, you've done a lot in the interest of justice and truth and serving the people of this country. Do you feel that this is the moment you are working towards in terms of instituting the kind of change that could really be as far-reaching as you've always wanted it to be?
I would say yes, in a way, because honestly, if you look at my face, I've not used anything, but I've been glowing in the last few months.
Well, you certainly are glowing.
I am. There's such a light inside of me. I'm so inspired by the way the young people have taken charge, the way they have taken ownership, and they're doing so amazingly well. To the extent I don't have to be, when people are thinking of doing a rally or something, I get, Aisha, what do we do? But they've taken charge and they're doing so well, better than I ever could even imagine myself doing it. And so it's such a beauty, such an amazing thing. I don't want to be 80 and I'm still having to talk for Nigeria. No, I want the young Nigerians to take and to be in charge of their country, to actually realize that they are the leaders of today, and they're doing it. And ironically, on the 1st of October 2021, there was a protest that we did, and there was a video of mine that went viral where I was saying that Nigerians, you have 10,000 retweets, they will talk, but they will never come out for protests and rallies and all of that. And within a year, see where we are right now. Honestly, it's a wonderful time to be in Nigeria. And you can see I'm like glowing, I'm having fun, enjoying myself, just because Nigerians have decided that indeed they're all going to occupy their office of the citizen.
Well, Aisha, I want to thank you very much indeed for sharing that very inspiring part of your life with us. Aisha Yusuf is the activist, campaigner and founder of Citizens Hub. Thank you ever so